Negging, understanding the hidden toxicity behind backhanded comments. Have you ever received a compliment that didn't feel so complimentary? Something like, "You're pretty smart," for someone who doesn't look like a reader. That's negging, a calculated act to subtly hurt your confidence while pretending it's harmless or playful. Negging often hides in plain sight, disguised as jokes or opinions. It's a tool used to destabilize someone emotionally, especially in dating or social settings, making the victim seek approval. By understanding what negging looks like, we can spot it, stop it, and protect ourselves from its damaging effects. Negging frequently occurs in dating as a sleazy strategy to gain control. Phrases like, "You'd be gorgeous if you worked out more," are covert ways to plant self-doubt. This tactic is often used to create an imbalance of power in relationships. But negging isn't limited to dating. It can show up at work, among friends, or even family. Whenever someone tries to knock you down to feel superior, it's the same behavior with the same toxic intention. Negging isn't accidental. It's a manipulative tactic to achieve dominance. While some use it to seem confident, it's actually rooted in insecurity. By making someone doubt themselves, the person negging feels like they're in control. Sadly, some people think negging is charming because it's promoted in pickup artist culture. This societal normalization misleads us to confuse toxicity with confidence, creating room for emotional abuse to flourish. It might seem not that big a deal, but negging cuts deep, especially when it's repeated. It chips away at self-esteem, leaving its victims anxious, self-conscious, and craving external validation. Over time, the psychological damage builds. Victims can start blaming themselves or doubting their worth, falling into unhealthy patterns of people-pleasing or emotional dependence. Negging might seem like a throwaway comment, but its consequences linger far longer. Being able to identify negging is essential. Look out for statements like, "You're funny for a girl," or "I don't usually date people your size, but I'll make an exception." These remarks are meant to knock down compliments by attaching a hurtful twist. Watch for patterns too. Negging often doesn't stop at one remark. It's a recurring pattern to keep the victim off their emotional footing. If something feels subtly insulting, trust your gut. It likely is. You don't need to ignore or laugh off manipulative comments. If someone negs you, a firm but calm response like, "That sounded more hurtful than funny," can set boundaries. Calling out the behavior immediately makes it harder for them to continue their tactics. If the person persists in negging, that's a red flag. Distance yourself from people who hurt your self-esteem. You deserve dignity and respect in every interaction. Never settle for less. We can't just stop at avoiding negging personally. We need to create awareness around it. Speak up when friends or loved ones are being negged. Educate others about the emotional harm it causes so fewer people fall victim to manipulative behavior. By unlearning toxic norms, like equating criticism with humor or love, we pave the way for relationships built on mutual respect and understanding. Together, we can challenge harmful trends and foster healthier interactions. Negging isn't harmless. It's emotional manipulation with long-term consequences. Awareness is our strongest tool to combat it. Now that you understand its hidden toxicity, don't let it slip by unnoticed. Protect your peace, stand your ground, and choose relationships that uplift, not tear down. If this video empowered you, share it to spread awareness. Help others recognize negging and its impact so they can reclaim their confidence and respect. Together, we can create a world free from toxic behavior, one informed conversation at a time.